Okay, let's look at question 5 right now. This one is the most asked question by you guys. About 8 of you asked me about this question. Now, look at this question. A 2-gram sample of hydrogen at temperature T and of volume V exerts a pressure of small p. Deuterium is the isotope of hydrogen. But which of the following also exert the pressure of P at the same temperature of T, big T? Okay, so come back to the relationship of this equation. PV equals nRT. Okay, so we know from here that P is directly proportional with N, which means if N doubles, P doubles. If N become half, P become half. Well, whereas P also indirectly proportional with volume. So when volume increase by double, P will decrease by half. If volume decrease by half, then P will double. Okay, you get that? Alright, so if you look at the following statement, you look at the first one, A, 2 gram of, you look at this one first. So first we need to calculate how many moles of the sample of hydrogen that the hydrogen exerts. So you have 2 grams divided by the AR of 1 equals 2 mole. Alright, so what we are looking for, if this amount from the statement A, B, C, D, if the amount of the gas that has 2 mole and exert and has the volume of V and T, then it will exert the same pressure as the question here. Okay, and we don't need to look at the temperature because temperature is kept constant, so the same temperature, so it remains as T. So we will look into the in terms of number of mole and also in terms of the volume of gas. So 2 grams of deuterium, convert it into 1 mole as well. So you divide 2 grams over the AR of deuterium. So it has 2. Okay, so you get 1 mole. Okay, then you look at the V. The V remain the same as what is in the statement. So therefore, it actually shows that 2 mole from here has decreased to 1 mole. Okay, so therefore, if it has become 1 mole, that means the pressure exerted would become half as well. Okay, so from 2 to 1 become half, then therefore P will become half P, or P over 2. Alright, so it is not a P. Therefore, this one doesn't fulfill the question statement. B, 4 gram of deuterium of volume V over 2. So if you look at 4 gram of deuterium, that will give you 4 over 2, which means it's 2 mole. So 2 moles here means it's the same as 2 mole here. It should give you the same P if V doesn't change, but over here V has changed and V has become half. So if V become half, then P will become double. Alright, so we have 2P in this statement, so this answer is not correct as well. Now whereas the other one, okay, now I want you to cancel. I think there's an error over here, so you listen to this part. A mixture of 1 gram of hydrogen and 2 gram of deuterium of total volume of B. So we need to calculate, since this is a mixture of gas, we need to look at how many number of mole of gases that we have here. So a mixture of this will give you 1 mole of hydrogen and 1 mole of deuterium. So total of the number of gases would be 2 mole. Okay, so same as the 2 mole in hydrogen over here. Okay, so just remember any number, any gas, okay, for any gas, despite different types of gas, it will exert the similar level of pressure. So just like we know that 1 mole of any gas occupies 24 dm cube at RTP. All right, so you have 2 mole of here, whether it's deuterium or hydrogen. You look at the number of mole that the mixture of gas have, and the total volume, the volume that the gas occupy would be V. All right, so it doesn't change, which means that the pressure exerted by these gases would be P. Okay, so it's the same. And next one, we move into the D. We still learn to look into the statement, so you know that is C. A mixture of 2 grams of hydrogen, so it will give you 2 mole, and 1 gram of deuterium will give you half mole. So total number of mole of gases over here would be 2.5 mole. Okay, so if it's 2.5 mole, that would mean how many? So you just do the relation of 2 mole will give you a P, 1 P. So therefore 2.5 mole will give you how much? So this would give you 1.25 pressure. Okay, now this pressure is exerted with the consideration we have 2.5 mole of gases. Okay, but the V has changed to double, so if V doubles, pressure become half. So it will be half of 1.25, so it becomes 0.625 P. Okay, so therefore this statement does not fulfill what the question requires.